Welcome back to my Keto Recovery. I just was going to make a video here today. I got some blood work done at the end of November, November 30th. And I also had a CAC Coronary Artery Calcium scan, CT scan, done on my heart this last Monday, which I don't know the precise date. Was that the 9th maybe? Anywho, I got that done as well. And I'm just going to go over those results. Before I do that, the last time I realized I was actually had attempted to make this video once already, and I had ran some information. I actually forgot the last video I made. I thought it was on my results from May. It was actually my results from April, the month prior, from a biometric screening. So I'm going to review those results real quick. My blood work that I got done, and then the blood work I just had done at the end of November. The end, let's back that up. My blood work I'm first going to cover is the one I had in my last video, and I'll link it here in this video. That was done at biometric screening done in April. And then my physical blood work results I had done in May. I did not go over those. I'll go over those now here. And then what's changed with my blood work in November here, and for my cholesterol, and then some other measurements, and then the blood work I had in November. So I'm going to cover all three of those, and then my CAC score at the end here. So just to recap the results I had done for my cholesterol, my total cholesterol was 250 for my screening back in March. 183 was my LDL, and those were considered not optimal. The total cholesterol, they want you to be under 200. I was at 250. And then my LDL, they want under 160, which is 183. So out of range, but not really, well, I haven't, not the horror stories that I've seen. My blood glucose was 72. So that was great because it was under 100. Blood pressure was 109/69, very good. They want it under 120 over 180. And then my HDL was 50. So that was the first time I'd ever been above 50, I think, 50 or higher. They wanted me above 40, it says here. And my triglycerides were at 65. Those were my results from earlier this spring. Now the results I didn't cover here is I had some blood work done with my doctor, and I'm going to be putting up all these results here. Hopefully in post, you'll see these results. So I got to look really closely because this is a very small print. All right, take two. I had to really, I'm not in the best lit area, so I can't really see these numbers really well. So I had to go look at it in real nice light here. So my total cholesterol here is 239. That was from this last May. My results from May here. And then my triglycerides were 60. My HDL cholesterol was 48. And then my LDL was 179. And then my cholesterol to HDL ratio was 5, which 5 is the actual low, that's the cutoff where they want you. They want you under 5, and I was right at 5. So it was a little bit of an improvement for that, because I think in my last results they didn't give me a ratio. Let me double check. Yeah, they did not. For my biometric screening results, they didn't give me the ratio there, but yeah. So I didn't get that ratio in the last one, but it was still encouraging because for metabolic syndrome, the biggest markers they have are HDL and triglycerides, and those were both optimal. So my results were still more or less kind of the same, kind of in the same ballpark. My total, I believe, so they're all kind of within range of each other, not a lot of change. And then my November results here, very interesting for what I had. is, if I can pull up the right page. Here we go, first page. My total cholesterol was 247, so again, kind of in the same ballpark. HDL was up to 55, so that's gone up a little bit more, even so. I'm liking that. LDL was 179, so that kind of has creeped up. And then my HDL to cholesterol ratio is 4.5, and I think that was the same one. Yeah, cholesterol to HDL ratio. Yeah, so it was under 5. So that's a good sign. I'll take that. My LDL to HDL ratio is 3.26, and they want that under 5.3. So good markers there all around. And then my fasting glucose was 88, and then my A1C was 5.1. So that's since I've been diagnosed with, or they gave me the pre-diabetes diagnosis back in June of 2019. That's the best A1C score I've ever had. So very good readings there, and just overall very encouraging. So the reason I got this, I decided just because I'd gotten that blood work, I'm like, you know what, I've heard that the coronary artery calcium scan is the most accurate predictor of heart health for cardiovascular disease and for risk for a heart attack. Now, it's not a slam dunk that you won't have a heart attack if you have a good score, or you won't be at risk, but it's a better predictor of overall heart health than the blood work that you get done. So I just want, my LDL is a little crazy, and there's kind of mixed philosophies about how important LDL is. And also I just wanted to see what it was. So putting up my results now, my score, total coronary artery calcium score is 0, which is the best score you can get. That you can't get anything better than that. Not like I had mentioned earlier, this isn't a total slam dunk that my heart health is immaculate, but they are stating that my score is 0 and there's no identifiable plaque that they can find. So I can take that as a very good sign that there's probably little to no plaque in my arteries. And they would say that my risk is very low, and it's less than 5% generally. So I'm a very low risk for coronary heart disease. The other thing, because my test was so good, and I'm at very low risk, they said that I wouldn't have to take another test for another 5 years. I might do it a little bit shorter. I might do it in 4 years. I don't know. I'll be 50 at that point, and that's, I don't know, it's a good round number, and maybe I'll do that. But considering my father passed away from a heart attack at the age of 40, at his age of 68, and his father had heart attacks as well. I believe he died of a blood clot, but he had heart attacks as well in his 60s. So it's encouraging to see that my indicators are showing that there's very little risk for heart disease. So I just wanted to share that. I'm hoping to share this on the screen here with you. Hopefully I got it all up for you. I hope you find this information beneficial, and I'd recommend getting a CAC score if you have either a family history of heart disease or heart issues or anything like that as well. It's kind of peace of mind. And then maybe if it's not the greatest results, you can maybe think about steps you can take to see if you can get that improved possibly, or at least find out what your game plan is to move forward. So, but yeah, very encouraging results. I'm in this ketogenic lifestyle for over 2 years now. I eat meat almost every single day, and I add fat to it. And sometimes I mix in a vegetable or two. At least a few times a week I'll have vegetables, if not more. But it's a very healthy lifestyle as long as you're eating whole food. I also do some working out where I do lifting of heavy weights and a little bit of cardio. I think that's helping my results as well. And yeah, all very encouraging results. I'm glad that I could share this with you.